Francesca and Andrea.
Frankie! Frankie!
Do it, Francesca.
Get sifting, Frank! Andrea? Franklin? What is this, Franklin?
Give it a sniff, Frank.
Hello, Francesca. Hello, Andrea.
I know what you're thinking. TBC. Yes again? Well, if these characters would just stop moving in a transgender manner, I would stop calling them trans. And don't even give me that. No, you don't, you homosexuals. You're not taking Knights of Guinevere. This is a pure, wholesome Disney Christian show that doesn't have any of that woke, liberal bullshit. To that I say, did you not see the magazine that Sparky was reading? This is Old Man Yahweh incarnate. And also, did you forget who the creator was? The same woman who had the titanium balls to put a gay couple on the Disney Channel, and on her way out gave us 2 gay dads on top of the already 2 we had. She literally broke up a marriage and had the guy divorce his white Karen wife and went after black cock. Like, iconic. Legendary doesn't even begin to describe it. So don't even look at me and try and say, no. There is no gay here or trans here. And I just like the subtlety of it, because I haven't even said the character. Well, if you watch the title and thumbnail, but pretend I didn't say that. You wouldn't even know who I was talking about, because when I first watched this, I thought Andy was the trans one, because I saw her as a kid and I said, no, that is a boy. In multiple frames and angles, I just did not see a woman. But as a girl who was also perceived as a boy as a child, I didn't want to hold too much weight to it. But then I said, wait a minute, it's Frankie. I thought I talked about it in my review video, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. It was already long enough, so I guess I just forgot to talk about it. But have you noticed something?
Francesca.
Franklin.
Francesca.
Franklin.
Francesca.
She is referred to by 2 different full names. Frankie is her nickname. And we know people have a lot of nicknames, that's a given, but you only have 1 full name unless you have transitioned, or, you're non-binary and you go by both. But unless your parents gave you like 2 names as your first name, but even then they're not the same thing.
Frankie.
Frank.
Frankie! Frank!
Frankie. Frankie.
On hindsight, I should have played these clips at the start of the video for the people who might have an issue. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Editing TBC will figure it out. But for this point in the video, look at how Sparky addresses Frankie.
Frankie! Frankie! Frank. Franklin. Franklin.
And look how Gwen does it.
Francesca. Francesca.
Gwen does not refer to Frankie as anything other than Francesca. But Sparky, wow, that's too close in similarity, has referred to her as Frankie, Frank, and Franklin. And here's the thing, when Sparky refers to Frankie with more masculine versions of the name, he's either pissed or aggravated in a way that he feels he needs to assert dominance or maybe inflict pain somehow. But when his crew call Frankie Frank,
Lack of gratitude.
Give it a sniff, Frank. Might chill out your rowdy ass.
he is pissed. Like, how dare you? I thought he was pissed by them interrupting, but it almost feels like he is maybe dead naming her or something. But he doesn't even want anyone in his crew to even attempt to do that. He might not understand this transgender bullshit, but you will not be transphobic to her, But he lets it slip in the heat of the moment, calling her Franklin. Because you can't say Frankie has the first name of Francesca, Frankie, Franklin, whatever. It's one of the 2. Now, I'm fully in the camp of transition, but they've seen other YouTubers say that it's probably non-binary.
Andrea. Franklin. You taking my prize hog for a night stroll?
It's interesting that the little critters called Frankie Francesca and Sparky calls them Franklin. I wonder if it's because Frankie legitimately is gender fluid and goes by either name and either gender. Or I wonder if Frankie's trans and the little critters are like their inner demons dead naming them on purpose.
Which is a valid assessment of the situation. I didn't even go there. But the thing is, I know Dana has referred to her two main characters by she and her. I haven't seen Frankie be referred to by she, they. So Frankie is she, her, not they, them. So non-binary is not in the equation. But I've also seen rumblings online on Twitter where people just denounce the whole idea of them being trans, that they just can't wrap their head around it. It's just a character that has multiple different names and they're all feminine. And I'm like, no, Franklin is not a feminine name. Frank is a very male name. So I would give more credence to the non-binary allegations, because when Dana said this whole she, her stuff, I can't even find it. If somebody can, please let us know in the comments down below. But when she said she, her, this was when, even long before we got the first teaser, I think when everything was still in development and the first news of Knights of Guinevere was in production. So anything could have changed along the way. My job is to inform you of all the facts and figures and findings, and also throw in my unwanted opinion into the mix. And now it's your turn to let me know what you think. Because another theory by a mutual on Twitter says that it's probably just because of the working environment, because it's very masculine dominated. So Sparky he doesn't even want to say girly names, but if he's pissed at her for stealing the robot, I don't see why he wouldn't have just said, "Why would you do this to me, Francesca?" But he said Franklin. And I know some people feel very icky with the whole idea of, oh, the butch woman is trans. Biological women can't just be built like a brick house. And yeah, I also feel that it would have been nice, but we don't know. I like the ambiguity of it, because whereas Dana likes to put her sapphic couples front and center, when it comes to her non-binary characters, she kind of just likes to leave them in the background because that's where they're supposed to be. It kind of is an antithesis to a trans or non-binary character to go, hey, this person does not assign to their biological gender at both. Like, no, they want to be in the background. I know that's the same thing for a lot of gay, bi, and lesbian people, but their pairings is something that is much more evident. Like, seeing two guys holding hands is much more of a political statement than watching a cute girl walking down the street and not knowing, neither should you know or care, what's between her legs. You know, that one person just wants to assimilate. The other person one person wants to assimilate. She just wants to go to the grocery store and get her groceries. The other couple that are probably working in the park just want to be accepted. So one needs to be at the forefront more than the other. And I think I'm just going way further into a sphere that I don't know as much about. This is way above my pay grade. So please, if I'm saying anything wrong, correct me. Don't let me spread bullshit on the internet, please. The comments is your domain. But for now, the internet is divided on whether Frankie is even trans, she is trans, or she's non-binary, or we're just making a mountain out of a molehill where the creator just doesn't really give a shit one way or another. But I do personally think that this is a well done depiction of a character that might have transitioned, because Guinevere refers to her as nothing but Francesca, which means Gwen addresses Francesca as what she wants. I think it's on the registry, so I don't know how such a young child would have their name changed, but I'm not gonna get into that. The Americans will come for me. Oh god. But even in Frankie's head, the toys refer to her as Francesca. So she sees herself as Francesca, and her nickname is Frankie, which is very gender neutral. You can mean Frank or Francesca. But with Sparky, he is referring to her in very masculine terms. So again, do with that information what you will. I'm getting a little dizzy, and I'm kind of scared because I feel I'm entering territory that I do not belong here. I don't feel safe right now. This is all just fun and games. This is a cartoon. Do not get heated. Oh my god, my Jax video triggered a lot of people. The comments was interesting, to say the least. Like, some people truly lose their minds over this. Do not go near the Avatar video. Oh my god, I take God beg you. Wow, that one was a disaster. Again, I'm just here to cause chaos and point out some things that some people might miss. Does that make me an evil criminal? Maybe. But it's all fun and games. Cartoons. It's not that deep. Okay? Please have a lovely day. Do not forget you are loved. Unless you're a transphobe, then I want you to die in a fire. But don't forget to drink some water. That's it for this video. Mwah. Bye.